Good afternoon, folks. How are you guys doing out there? Man, we got a war that old Taco, I guess, is afraid to get involved in. I can't believe that we got a commander in chief, a leader of the free world, and he is the most chickenest person that in the world, and people are seeing this. People are seeing this crap, man, all over the world and stuff and everything, and they're wondering what the hell we got. He can't be our damn leader. So somebody out there going to take over the spot as leader and stuff with the free world here in just a few minutes because he can't. You can't have a fool being the world leader. What's up, Ted?
The Lakers sold for $10 billion, and he's
20
a
billion?
multi-billion, $10 billion.
Oh, 10
And
billion. I thought you said 20 billion. Oh, okay.
$10 billion, the highest franchise ever sold.
All right, people.
Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All right, we are back. Ted just came through with some breaking news of all time. Them damn Lakers. Bussie's daughter said, "I'm selling them boys. I can't keep on having them boys and stuff around any longer." So
Well, she kept 15% of it.
she sold them. She sold them. I saw the thing out there, but I never saw the price and everything. That said she had them. She had them up there for sale, but I didn't know that she had sold them already. Wow, $10 billion. Well, I'm pretty sure that they got some other franchises out there and stuff that's probably going to be worth pretty close to that amount of money also. Because I would venture to say that if Jerry Jones wanted to sell them Dallas Cowboys, he can probably get a nice little buck for them boys too. So
Oh, double that.
yeah, he can get a nice little buck for the Dallas Cowboys because they got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of that building that was built and everything, partly with Jerry Jones's money and the city government's money and everything. I'm pretty sure Jerry Jones probably owns the whole kit and caboodle right now. So, and that building is huge, huge complex.
It's
So,
$1 billion building.
yeah, I know that building. Well, there's a whole lot of stadiums now, Ted, that have been built with $1 billion. That's chump change now. $1
His
billion.
was the first, though.
Yeah. Well, they got his was the first, but they got hell here in Atlanta, man. The Falcons, they building was 1.2 billion. Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Atlanta Braves and stuff. They don't longer the Braves, they're the Cobb County Braves, I guess you call them. That building was 1.5 billion. And man, they put that building up, man, and they put some Wi-Fi in that building, boy. Everybody in there has high-speed Wi-Fi. They almost 80,000 people can put their phones up, and they have high-speed Wi-Fi. There's free complimentary and stuff of the Cobb County Braves baseball team. big complex, got a lot of food places around there, and man, that place is beautiful. They put a lot of money into it, a lot of money, billions and billions of dollars. And then they have man complexes, condominiums all around. So it's a huge project. Somebody had a lot of money to spend. So anyway, that's the sports, buddy. We got football going on. I still haven't heard from old Dion yet, man. I don't know what's going on. It's almost the end of the week now.
Me neither.
End of the week, and we haven't heard from Dion at all. He said he'd be back this week. He said I'll be back this week, and I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. And everybody's quiet as a rat peeing on cotton. What's up, Dion? You need to come back and let us know what's going on, my brother. You're keeping everybody in suspense here. But your two sons is holding up the banner, Shadura and Shiloh. Yeah, it looked like Shallow wasn't even drafted, and he might be able to. They said that he got a damn good chance of being on the main roster, and Shadur is definitely going to probably be on the main roster for the Cleveland Browns. So, hey, got two boys and stuff that went to the pros. So it can't be that bad. Come on, Dion, let us know what's going on. We want to find out what them Colorado Buffaloes are going to be doing this year. Have some kind of idea where they're going to stand at. But with all this realignment going on in these conferences and stuff and everything, hell, you don't even know who's and where. There's Big 12 and Pac-10. Shit, the damn Pac-10 is going to be the not the Pac, but the East and the West 10 because they got shit, man. They got the Oregon going from the West Coast to the East Coast to play, and yeah, they enjoy the Big Ten. Oh, USC, I guess they joined the Big Ten. Shit, they got more than 10 teams and stuff in there, so I don't know. And it looks like Notre Dame might give up their independence and stuff and join the ACC. I don't know.
Really? Why ACC?
Well, they play a lot of teams from the ACC. They pay a lot of teams from the ACC, and but they got their own contract for a television contract with NBC, and I don't know how long that's going to be before it's up. They signed it a couple of years ago, so usually it's about a 5-year contract with NBC. So they're thinking that they might just join a conference and stuff now and not become independent anymore. So we'll see. They there's a plus and there's a minus for being an independent team, plus and a minus. So it all depends on what the administration and stuff thinks. I don't believe it's up to the coach, but it's up to the AD and the school and the Notre Dame board of directors and stuff what they want to do. But whatever it is, Ted, it's going to entail a lot of money. Whatever it is, they're going to make a lot of money off of it because they're already making a bunch of money off of it right now. So we'll see. I'm getting ready, man, for football. It's just right around the corner here. About another month and a half, we're going to be seeing college football, and Baby Boy is ready. And tonight might be a closeout, huh?
Yep. It'll be a closeout.
It might be a closeout tonight. We don't know what OKC gonna do. We don't know. But I'm hearing Ted and the back in the drum beats and everything, man, that my boy up there in Milwaukee is getting ready to cause a monster trade deal.
Oh, you going New York?
I have no idea who it's going to be entailing, but they said it's going to be a monster trade deal.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that boy's name. He's from Greece.
I call him the freak Greek, the Greek the freak.
Yeah, something. I could tumor. Anyway, he's supposed to be in a major trade deal that they thinking about announcing. So I think he wants to leave Milwaukee, and he's been there, I guess, ever since he's been in the NBA. So it's time for him to pick up and look for another team. He's probably looking for that big money that them boys is getting, that $50 million a year deal. He would enjoy that $50 million a year club. He can demand it. I'm pretty sure he might be in that $60 million a year man. I don't know. We have to see. He can demand it. So man, these sportsmen is making instant millionaires and shit, man. These boys are making all
going
kind
on
of,
up to the billionaires now.
yeah, man. They making all kinds of money and stuff now, man. That money they talking about, ooh, man. And the other boy from the either the Dodgers or the Yankees and stuff, man, that Japanese guy and stuff, shit, he damn near hit $1 billion contract. I think they gave him 700 or $800 million and stuff for 5 or 6 years. Man, I can't pronounce these guys' name, man. They all these foreigners.
Well, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Have you been keeping up with the Indian and the Pakistan war?
Ted, what did I send you? What did I send you the other day? I sent you a link to what the folks here in the United States aren't telling people. And I'm telling you, that's what I sent you. That's just a touch of an iceberg, man. Almost every one of them, Al Jazeera, the Hindu Times, all of them, they ain't. Ooh, man, Israel ain't doing very well, man. They bombing the crap out of them boys. I'm surprised and stuff that Trump hasn't decided to join them and everything, because they're getting the crap beat out of them. Ain't nobody saying anything about it, but Israel being bombed to death. But they're hiding it. They're not letting folks know exactly what they had going on. That Iran is man, they dogging them boys out big time. I mean, big time. They bombing them boys. That Iron Dome then turned into a shadow dome and everything. They have knocked holes off in the Iron Dome. They got holes everywhere in the Iron Dome. So they done gave up.
They figured it out.
Man, yeah, one night they said Iran hit them with about 700 missiles, so they couldn't keep up. Boom, boom, boom. And they're telling people that they over there Israel is bombing all of Iran stuff. But man, every night, man, they shooting 300 and 400 missiles and stuff over there into Israel. I mean, so I don't know what the hell they bombing over there.
They say they can make, I don't know how many a day. Bunch of them.
Well, if I've read some of those foreign news agencies and stuff and everything who are coming out and talking, and they're saying that China came over there at least 2 or 3 times and brought one of their big, huge planes over there, and some kind of way they lost sight of it over Iran. They lost sight of it over
China
Iran.
and Russia's helping them. China
They
and Russia's helping them.
they giving them boys all the weaponry that they want, and they fly them in, and they saying nothing to nobody. They giving them some weapons. They giving them some missiles and stuff to do what they want to do, because they show one of them, Ted. The Iran shot this missile over there, and the thing was so intelligent that it swirled around and weaved its way through all of the Iron Dome stuff and everything. Swoop, 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 swooped around, made a nice little image up there in the sky, and then bam, and bombed Israel and stuff real bad. I'm sorry, people. I should not be laughing that people in Israel are being killed and nobody's saying anything about it, because they're trying to hide that mess. But hey, you got to tell the truth. You can't keep on doing that.
Well, India and Pakistan, Pakistan has a nuclear. However, they're just fighting, on the ground now. And what it is really is a Muslim Hindu war. And like you just said, they ain't talking about it. They ain't talking about it. Another thing they're not talking about is, you ever heard of corporate-private partnership? A business term that really is you partnering with the government. All of these firms is trying to get contracts from the government some way or another. All these big time firms. And when I say firms, I'm talking about manufacturing companies, regular companies. Anybody that want to do business with the government is open. But they call it the corporate private partnership.
Yeah, I heard of it, but I didn't know it was getting that big.
Oh yeah, it's getting huge, bro. I mean, the government is doling out money like crazy to all these corporations. And organized crime is picked up big time.
It's been and picked up to
Big
people
business,
just
bro.
they just haven't said anything about it because it's but it's been picked up.
I mean, it is massive. I mean, organized crime is everywhere. And then on top of that, a lot of these banks, and you ain't got nobody to oversee these people, they money laundering like crazy. They money laundering like crazy. So here we are. Now, the one thing that, how do you beat this stuff that's going on? It would be really hard for, the average Joe Blow to beat this because you have to know the system. There are all kinds of systems out there to get your money. There's all kinds of systems to make money, all kinds of systems to step on people's toes, all kinds of things that's going out there. So it's so many systems, and because of software and all of those types of things and now the AI, man, I tell you, the average Joe Blow American and people in the world too gonna get ripped off to the shreds. Everything is being owned by these oligarchs, these billionaires, these millionaires. They're buying up all the land, they're buying up all the property.
Buying
They
up
have
all these
major,
small companies.
yeah, they're buying up all these small companies where they won't have competition. And you get somebody $7 billion and they only started with a couple of hundred million, if that. $7 billion, okay. So so and then here we got protests, Ed. And then you get people that's getting paid to cause the ruckus so that it make like it's looking like it's a riot, people breaking in stuff. These people are getting paid. That's what I believe. I mean, I've seen people walking out the store with a couple of coats. Come on, bro. This right here ain't nothing but a setup for martial law. He's seeing how it's gonna work. And how you gonna send, you already sent 700, now you wanna send another 1,000 or plus military people. So he's setting it up, and he already said that he was gonna stay for 60 days. That's gonna cost the American taxpayer millions and millions of dollars. The man trying to get rid of the 14th Amendment. I'm just saying. So so the thing is that when you got all of this stuff going on, and I'm gonna say this to people, like, I'm not a thief. I don't try to break the law. I mind my business. But you got people right now, everywhere you go, they got cameras all over you. And now with Palatine or Palatine, however you pronounce it, they can do facial recognition. And I can guarantee you this, they're trying to come up with something. If your face is covered up, they're going to be able to still see your face. Now you tell me that man had a mask on, bro. How did they catch him? I'm sure they had all kind of little ways, the cars, fingerprints, or whatever. Something, probably caught him, and they knew who it was. But I'm just saying, it almost looked real. Knocking on these people's doors, talking about you're a police officer with a mask on. Ooh, man, we living in some strange times right now.
They're not strange. They are not strange. These times were coming, and the technology and stuff that we are seeing and stuff now is beyond most people's imaginations. But a lot of those scientists and researchers and stuff out there, they knew that this was coming a couple of years ago. They knew it was coming. And the reason why they can do that, it can look at somebody even if they got this mask and stuff on their faces through artificial intelligence. And they also have the technology has gotten so tough and everything, Ted, that if you can't cover your eyes up, you can still get caught. There's a way that they can take and diagnose your eyes and stuff and everything and what's going on there above it, and they can still recognize who you are. So just by covering your face up and everything, it doesn't do any good and stuff now. They can look at your eyes and tell what's going on. It's almost like facial recognition now and stuff when when I log into my bank account, I use facial recognition. And even if I have my glasses on, I have part of my face covered up, that stuff is so strong and everything and powerful that it can sit there and just read certain parts of my daggone face and my eyes and my features and know that's who I am. So they've gotten this stuff, man, to a science and stuff now. It's man, it's just mind blowing what they can do and stuff now with this technology. So
Oh yeah,
and they,
they have clothes that you can buy and you don't know that you're buying them, and it have electronic stuff in there where they can track you down.
mhm. They can use your threads, or they can put inside the seam and stuff, a little small stuff and everything. They can put these trackers and stuff in your hair if you got long hair and stuff, or in your braids or whatever, and they can track you. You know it's done there because you figure, hey, that's my hair. Anybody gonna bother it? So hey, they've been tracking people for a long time, and that's one of the things that they did. Israel did when they went to Iran. They had spies who were right in Iran, and they knew where these people and stuff were at. Israel, um, when they decided to go and do this stuff and everything, that they didn't take into effect and everything that the United States was not going to follow them. They thought that Trump and them was going to go ahead and back them up. And right now it's not happening. And I believe that's the reason why I said something about him being a chicken, that he is now telling them, well, I don't know. Well, give me 2 weeks. And he's a chicken. He ought to be able to tell the Israel people I'm not going to go over there and bother Iran. I do not want to create a world war. If I go over there and bother them, it's going to create a war there in there. And by the United States being so far away, there's no way that that they're going to have an effect and stuff upon what's going to happen there in Iran. And the United States has so many bases and stuff around in that area there where they have their military people and stuff at. They're putting all them folks in danger, big danger, that they won't get bombed, that they won't come in there and send missiles and stuff right into their little installations that's sitting all around there and all over there in Europe or whatever. It can, if they get involved, it's going to escalate. I'm telling you.
You're already involved, bro.
Well, not to the fact that they are using their own weaponry and stuff and everything and using their own military to do it, to get involved. And it's not visible because Trump has sat there and made himself a target and said, well, I'm going to bomb you guys. And really, he just, there's that bluster that he put down there, he can't match that. He can't match it. He cannot match it. It's impossible for him to match it. And he knows he can't match it. And this, even though his military people are following him in lockstep, they are telling him, this is something we can't win, and you are going to embarrass us if you do this. We are going to be embarrassed. And I'm going to repeat this because I've already said this a couple of shows ago. The raw materials that they need for their weaponry, they do not have here in the United States. They are dependent upon China to give them their raw materials for their military people, and they don't have it. Israel,
We got a new second billionaire now.
How many?
Well, Larry Ellison.
He's already been a billionaire.
No, he's second now.
Oh.
He didn't pass Mark and
he didn't pass Bezos already too?
Yeah.
He didn't pass up Bezos. Oh, okay.
But he way behind the number one.
Bezos is?
No, Ellison.
Ellison. Oh, okay.
Ellison is 250. And Dracula is Musk is 205. I'm sorry, 405.
405, right.
$405 billion.
He's shooting to be the first $1 trillion man here. He's shooting to be the first $1 trillion man, and he might make it. Even though he ain't, Trump is pushing him out a lot of those government contracts. He still might make it.
Trump, he's so jealous. He probably found out late and say he worked what?
So Larry Ellison has moved into number two, $250 billion. $250 billion.
Lord have mercy. I'll tell you, bro. They live in large, bro. Large.
They're worth more than some countries, Ted.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're worth more than some countries are. They have enough money to be, their worth is valued at more than some countries' GDP. How much is enough, Ted?
Well, it's not enough because that's why they want to pass this big, beautiful bill. See, the thing is that you have to realize, I don't think they care about it. They care about it to a certain degree, don't get me wrong. But I think what it is that you have other people that are 5 billion, 10 billion, 20 billion. It's a whole lot of people. It's over almost 1,500 people that are billionaires in this world. Oh, I apologize. In this country, 800 billion in this country alone, 800 of them over. So the thing is that they're trying to. Because let me ask you a question: have you ever seen a billionaire live?
No,
Walking down the street. They don't
Mm-mm.
walk down the street. They don't. You don't see them. You don't see. And matter of fact, you don't even hardly see any millionaires now, because they do. They do. When they travel in bulletproof, secured automobiles, and they go from one car to the hotel.
and they
And they trying to figure out. And
they have their own
I can
and they have
guarantee
their
you
own
now. They
private
say,
jets.
I want interest without going outside, pulling down in your driveway, in the basement, because no more getting out their car. Because what happened to that other guy, United Healthcare guy?
You get killed quick.
So, yeah, I mean, because everybody in the world know these people. Everybody, when I say everybody, I'm talking about people that's into, politics and finances and stuff like that. And these people, you don't see them. Even when they go to gorgeous places, they have to have their own island. They have their own private planes. They don't do commercial, like
No,
I
they
did
don't.
the other day,
Oh no, they don't
cruises.
get on no. They don't get on no plane with the regular folks.
No,
They
they don't get
got
on no
their
boat with the regular folks.
they
They
got
don't
their own. They got their own jets. They got their own yachts. They got
they
everything.
don't eat. They don't even eat with the regular folks. These
and
people, the
and the
thing is,
private.
they have no connection to like me. Here I am. I'm a very content person. I feel I am blessed, and everything is going good. I'm all right. I can go where I want to go, do what I want to do. I can walk through the mall, and nobody messes with me. You know what I'm saying? I have the
Right, they're
freedom
like
to
normal
go
folks.
wherever I
Right.
want. I can even stop and I see somebody and ask them their name and start talking to them and what have you.
Yeah.
They can't do that, bro.
No, they can't. They can't reach down and grab their babies and stuff and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. See, this is a lonely life. That's why a lot of them are miserable. And then they try to make, not them, but there are evil people that are billionaires, make your life miserable. They can't stand. People love sports and they love live sports. People go to live sports. People like to watch live sports. People like to watch live entertainment. They can't even go to the live entertainment. They have to fly the superstar and pay him $20 million for one show. You want to go see Beyonce? Yeah, I do. Well, those seats for the average Blow Joe now is like $2,000 a seat. But he'll pay $20 million to see her for one night and his little crew. There ain't no money, that's chump change. This is how these billionaires are living now. That's why they call them oligarchs. Because they can spread their money around and keep the chaos. And that's what's happening in LA right now. It's a crime, man. It's a crime. And then, I told you the other day, and I re-listened to that commission on freedom of religion or freedom of religion liberty. They want to do a Sharia law, but Christian. Sharia law, but Christian. That's what they want. That's what they're working geared to. They want everybody to, they're tired of seeing gay people. They're tired of seeing black people. They're tired of seeing all of these people that like to run wild and do their own thing. They're tired of it, bro. These so-called Christians. That's what we hated at now in this country. They taking laws. I mean, how you gonna sit up here and talking about America is free, and then if a person is discriminated against, you don't bother taxpayer people. You don't bother to have some kind of buffer for them to help them when someone is discriminating against you. All the civil rights is gone. And so what else do we have? At least this is what other people are saying. Now we do have the courts, but what do we have? This man already put something like 300 or 400 judges are already there, and now he's going. Eventually, they're going to put even another few hundred in there, where they just turn you down. Oh, that wasn't discrimination. That wasn't nothing. I think you overreacted. This is where we're going, bro. This is not America no more. This is not America no more. Now you got a bunch of freedom fighters out there. You got a bunch of radicals out there. You got a bunch of people that's out there that's they want to. We're gonna fight. Well, that's a money maker for them too, because they gotta have money to fight. But then still, if you're gonna fight, then you need to get to these 89 million voters that didn't vote. That's where your fight should be.
Well, it's hard to get to them and to get them to do anything, as you can see. It's absolutely hard to get them out. They can't get them motivated because nobody really.
And if you can't get people motivated now, excuse me for cutting you off, but I'm gonna tell you this. If you sitting up here every time you look around, you asking for $1 or $10 or $5, you trying to tell me that you can't collect enough money to start having TV shows every week and going to different parts of the country and see how they doing and say what's your issue and what's going on? This right here, they ain't fighting. All they doing is talking behind podiums. Now, I'm not saying that they're not doing nothing and all of that, but I'm sorry, we're in a different situation now. This is an urgency. You need to be doing TV shows and buying airtime 30 minutes. I don't care. And you need to be out there talking to the people. That's what you need to be doing.
Not happening. Most of your politicians, Ted, don't see that. They don't see that. When AOC and Bernie went out there and did their little tours out there and everything, the Democrats talked about them. They talked about them. Their own party talked about them. They took this young kid, David Hogue, and put so much pressure on him because he said that he wanted to primary some Democrats, and he put so much pressure on him that he had to quit the Democratic National Committee. He quit, gave it up, said, I can't deal with these folks here. I cannot deal with them. The young people, those are folks that you need to get into your organization. But those old dogs, those old heads and stuff, and the DNC, we don't need you guys. Y'all young folks don't need to be up here. We don't want to hear your ideas. When you don't want to hear new ideas, Ted, you want to stay the same way you were, and you can't do that. But they don't realize that. That's why I'm saying to you, it ain't going to happen. You got to be, you see it, man. This kid got new ideas to bring into the Democratic Party. Let him come in with his ideas. If he wants to primary a Democrat and stuff and everything, allow him to do that. Let him do it. Bring in new ideas and put an urgency of now on them old folks and stuff who've been elected 10 or 12 damn times and don't give a shit no more. They just sit in that daggone seat and hold down a spot. I'm a U.S. representative from so-and-so district in North Carolina, whatever. And I'm going to sit here and everything, and they better not bother me because seniority rules. That's not the way that you expect a party, if they want to win, to get out there and react to it. It is horrible. As I watched them as they dogged their young man out. Took him out, ran him out. I don't understand them. You can't win like that. You can't win like that.
Okay.
You got to bring in some new ideas. You got to bring in some energy. You can't sit up there on them daggone committees and stuff and say, well, we're going to go by the rules and go by this rule. Them folks ain't going by no damn rules.
They living a too good of a life. They don't want to leave it. They don't want to leave it.
You need to, then somebody needs to get out there and get them off of that pot. And you saying it, we need to get out there, get on out there. Damn that. Anybody now, Ted, that sends me something, a invitation or whatever, I need some money. The first thing they say, I need some money. Give me some money. I don't want to hear about no damn, give me some damn money. I want to hear about what your goddamn ideas is and shit and everything and what you plan on fucking doing and stuff for me and for those people out there. Not give me some damn money. I do the same old shit they've been doing all the damn time. Yep, they're attacking me. I'm being attacked. Goddamn right, you're gonna be attacked. Shit. You can't be scared.
You allow it.
You're gonna be attacked. I don't give a shit what you do because you got different ideas than other folks are. They're going to attack you. There's nothing wrong with that. Competition. Eat it up. We out there on the daggone field of battle. When you see these athletes out there on the field of battle, they are battling against a huge offensive line and a huge defensive line. And who's gonna goddamn win? The one who's the strongest, the fastest, and the most powerful is gonna win. Or the smartest.
You can't mansy-pansy and think just because people don't like Trump, you think, okay, you talk about Trump all day.
But what's your ideas? That's what I want to hear. You can talk about him, but what is your idea? Trump ain't no good. So we know that. What else? We ain't heard nothing else.
And they started the oversight committee starting talking about Joe, his mental state. They got a committee on it, bro.
I know, and you got these folks sitting out there giving them the daggone thing. That Doge oversight.
Show up. No Democrats
the Doge oversight committee.
Joe Biden.
They took the Doge away. They no longer exist. We don't need them on the Doge because they had Jasmine on that daggone thing and she was creating too much daggone havoc. she was the ranking member on it. So they closed it down. Said we can't have her on here.
So they shut the committee down?
Yeah, they shut it down. The Doge committee. The one that Martin Taylor Greene was the head of it, was the chairman of.
Who did it? What made them do it?
The Republicans did. Said they can't have that woman sit up there as a ranking member.
I said, who made them do it?
She made them do it.
Thank you. Somebody who speaks her mind.
Absolutely.
But
that's why they shut it down because she was opening her mouth and talking where the rest of them was sitting there. Well, we got to go by this. Your boy from Maxwell Frost from Florida, the young boy down there from Florida, they damn near throw him out at least 2 or 3 times and stuff. And they think they had to shut the committee down. That's what you need.
Well,
Shut them
one thing-
down.
One thing I can say about the Senate Democrats on Hesek, did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Ooh, they told him a new asshole. They told that boy up. Ooh, man, it was horrible. I got tired of listening to it. Every Democrat came on there, man. They dogged him immensely.
He's unqualified.
Some of them didn't even ask him a question. They just ran it on his ass.
He's unqualified. Totally unqualified. He's out of his league. Definitely out of his league.
There's some Democrats that's out there that's doing good work and they're doing their best. But like I said, whoever they PR people are, they need to hire some new PR people. Because they're not, you know, maybe they can say that, well, we tried that, ain't nobody there, they ain't gonna come to vote no way, so forget it. And that's what they say. But it's all about education. I mean, all you gotta do is pay a few people some bucks and they can get out there and they can talk to these people. Get somebody like $500, $600, $800 a week and you know, maybe a half a dozen of them or a dozen of them, and they can go to these different states and give them a budget and get them out there and start talking to these people, Appalachian people, all these kind of people that's in the hood, what they call hood, or keep them and put them out there. You got to put them out there and teach them. Well, ain't nobody gonna show up. So what? If 5 people show up, I remember President Obama when he was running. Shoot, hey, it might be 6 people there.
Yes, sir. And he treated just like it was a huge crowd.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It looked like it was a huge crowd.
It was almost like a joke.
Right. And he came and when he got through with it and everything, he come back there and get in front of a big crowd and tell them about the little crowd. How them little old ladies come up in there and they did their thing and everything. Yeah. He had one of his slogans and stuff come out of there. Yeah, the slogan that came out of there. I almost had to say the damn thing. It was the slogan he had. And he brought it out at one of those small meetings he had up there in South Carolina with the old lady.
Man, I remember the slogan. I don't remember the
I remember. Yeah, he did it. And it came from that little old place down there. He said he drove damn near 100 miles on dirt roads and shit to get back to that place. Yeah. But they treated it just like it was the biggest thing in the world. Man. Oh, that's what they need to do, Ted. You can't beat these folks and stuff using the same old crap. You can't. You got to bring some new stuff. Something new, something that's going to shock people and everything. You got to have something. Now, one thing I have to do with Taco, I got to give him credit. He kept the daggone banner going for 4 years. He kept the pressure on them son going for 4 years until he got back in office again. And he did it lying to people. He kept lying. Get on there and lie. They stole the election. Even the daggone Republicans in the House, they stole the election. Them Democrats stole the election. And he kept saying it, knowing he was lying. And he kept going. And he stayed the course. Now, he's an asshole, but he stayed the course. And with Ted, this time last year, I would have never thought that this man would have been the president of the United States. I said, this bitch cannot make it. He ain't going to be the president of the United States. He can't be. Ain't no way. He was unorthodox. He lied. He did everything he could. People knew he was lying and didn't give a shit. He stayed in the news every day with bullshit. That's just like now. Them troops over there and them National Guards sitting over there in California and Los Angeles He ain't did a damn thing with them people over there. They just sitting over there and they just using the way how they want to use them. And they ain't worth a crap. They not doing shit. But he started that stuff and everything because of that there, because of what Musk did. He said, I got to change the narrative. And he said, I'm gonna send these daggone people over there to stop these rioting going on. There wasn't no goddamn rioting going on. It was just confined to about 2-block area. But he had to send the National Guard in there and everything because he wanted to change the narrative. And that's what the hell he did. And bless God, trust me, he gonna do the same thing to fucking Israel. He gonna sit down there and watch them sons of guns get slaughtered, and he ain't gonna do shit. And if Benjamin Netanyahu think he gonna show up, he got another thing coming. Cause he's a fool. Final word, Ted.
Well, you know, sometimes I wonder, man, you know, how do these, and you know, this is no knock on the Democrats, because I know you're doing the best you can. But when you taking money from the Jewish organizations and corporations and all of this, well, I got to raise money so I can stay in office. So you just say, hey, I ain't got to get out there because, you know, I got $5 million in my coffer. I can just advertise to my constituents and everything will be just fine. They'll put me back in office. And that's what they do, bro. And, you know, you can't hardly blame them because, you know, they're making $300,000 a year. They got lifetime health care for them and their family, and they got all kind of perks and what have you. And I'm sure they work 30, 40, 50 hours, some of them 60 hours, and sometimes they even work longer than that. You know, but when I say work, you know, all they're doing is shuffling paper. You know, you ain't picking up no sledgehammer, or you ain't screwing no screw all day long. What you're doing is shuffling paper. And then you tell your workers, okay, print me out of this and that. And you might read a little bit while they do all the work and research. And that's fine. That's what you're supposed to do. But what I'm saying is, please get out there or hire some people to get out there. The DNC got to do better, bro. They got to do better. Because there's a lot of people that's hurting out there. They're talking about cutting Medicare. They're talking about messing with people's Social Security. They're talking about, of course, they're going to cut, what's that other one? Medicaid. They're going to cut food stamps or SNAP or what they call it. But, okay, now, you know, and then all the little bitty things. Let me tell you one thing that they cut, Ed. They got a program out there. And I didn't write it down, but they call it, they got an alphabet soup, you know, and it was 70 people that was in this particular program and organization. And, you know, they got a multi-million-dollar budget. But what they do is they investigate lone wolves, people like the guy that killed those people in Minnesota. What they do is they track these people down. They look, they going on all kind of media things and all that, checking people out, who's threatening who and who's saying what. And if they got any kind of suspicion of these people, what they do is they keep an eye on them, or they have the police look at them, or the FBI and what have you, to make sure that they don't do no damages. Well, Trump cut $10 million from that program, and they dropped it down to 25 people. Hello?
Yep.
That's what they did.
Yep. They did a whole lot of stuff, man. He closed out he and Pine Bondi closed out a whole lot of stuff. They closed down the investigation of Russia. They closed down a whole bunch of stuff, and they tried to give Russia that money back that they had took from them when they enacted all those penalties and stuff on them. They took something like $100 billion that they had in them banks.
Oh,
Took that
your
money.
company, Apple, they're buying thousands of $5 million gold cards. They buy thousands of $5 million gold cards to make their employees citizens.
Hey man, Apple
America is for sale.
Apple has enough money to buy
America
Trump.
is for sale. I don't
They're
give a shit
buying.
about Apple. I'm telling you, man, this is
They're-
bullshit.
They are buying Trump. They are buying him. They're getting ready to buy him because they don't want to stop him from messing with them. So that's a cheap buy, Ted. That's a cheap buy to buy that.
About $5 million.
Trump is cheap, and you can buy him
Here
real
you go.
cheap.
You're an American citizen now.
Yep. You can buy him real cheap. As long as you buy him, he's all right. He gonna leave you alone. And they can't afford to have him to bother them because they got some stuff going on.
Hey, and they probably got to sign a contract, Ed, that you're going to work for us for at least 5 to 10 years or whatever. I bet you they got a contract with those people that they bought them cars for. You know you got a contract with them. You're going to have to work for us for 10 years.
Or something else was going on because he screwed up their every September. Apple puts out new phones, new whatever, all their new stuff and everything. But because of their tariff shit going on, they can't get their stuff out. Come September, Apple has not put anything out there. Usually, this time of year, you see all kinds of news folks and stuff, news flash and stuff, and they're talking about new stuff that's getting ready to come out for Apple in September.
Upgrades for your
upgrades
iPads,
for it, all kinds of new equipment, new products that's coming out. But you don't see that now because they can't get it out because Trump done screwed this shit up with this damn tariff, and they can't get their stuff out. So it is messing with their bottom line, they bottom dollar tier. They losing billions of dollars. So that little shit that they done paid him, that's a drop in the bucket from what they getting ready to lose. Drop in a bucket, and they willing to pay it and stuff and everything just to shut his ass up to get him off of his stuff so they can get their raw materials and stuff that they need over here and get their phones over here or get their iPads over here to the United States so they can sell them. They new products. That's what they're doing. So
what's your last word?
That's my last word. That's my last word. I gotta applaud Tim Cook. Go ahead, brother. You done bought Trump real cheap. You done bought him.
I feel sorry for them employees.
Yeah, man, you can buy him real cheap, man. He's cheap. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's called. I'm telling you, Ted. He's already caused them to lose billions of dollars already. They done lost billions of dollars in market share already. Billions of dollars. And they get ready to lose in September. This is going to be the first time in almost 10 years that they are not going to have a new product and stuff sitting up there ready to go out to their folks.
Especially during the holidays. Especially during the holidays. That's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then they're not going to have it. It's not going to happen. This is the first year it's not going to fucking happen. And a lot of other companies and stuff are being hurt by him also. There's a long list of them because of this daggone tariff shit that he's got going on. And it hasn't gone away. And he's still sitting out there. And that's why India is pissed off at him and everything because he done told them, well, I control them because I'm going to give them a good deal on tariffs. My tariffs and stuff help us to do the negotiation stuff with people. They want my tariff. That nigga crazy. And I'm sorry, folks. I'm calling him a nigga because he is. he's a he's a he's a grifting Negro. He done bought his little old wagon up there into the White House, and he's selling everything out the back door.
That man got like 10 different things he's selling.
He's selling everything out the back door of the White House. They done turned our White House into a goddamn retail store.
He personally made $600 million last year.
He's selling shit out the
But
back
then
door.
still, he's for America. He's for America, all right.
He's selling phones and shit. He got the phone, cell phone. He's selling out the motherfucking door. He got cell phone. He can buy a Trump phone.
Trump Mobile.
Trump Mobile and shit. Goddamn.
And let me tell you, he probably gonna sell about 20 million of those.
Absolutely. Somebody gonna buy them. Somebody gonna buy them. You got Trump Mobile going on. They grifting their asses off out there. Him and his old dumb sons. And especially Eric. he got enough sense to get out the rain. But my daddy, he's selling phones now.
They're not even embarrassed, bro. They're not even embarrassed.
I'm sorry, people. This is too much. Bye-bye, y'all. We'll see y'all next time.